Hello YouTube, this is Judson Game 44 here, and today we are here to not a review, this is my 16 week of soda. Wait, did I say of soda? I mean without soda. No, seriously, hello everyone, this is Judson Game 44, and I have to say, 16 weeks, this is actually pretty much good for me. I'm definitely proud of myself for this accomplishment so far. Now, I will be honest though, I'm surprised I have actually gotten this far without soda. 16 weeks, and many people are still so impressed. Some people think, what do I mostly drink if I don't drink soda? Well, obviously water. I also been trying to drink 1 cup of milk per day. But dang. Sometimes it's hard because everyone else has been doing the same thing, drinking a cup of milk per day as well. So the milk carton goes down fast after a few days. But no, seriously. Besides the whole entire milk and water, I do sometimes drink like juice or other things. There was this one time like a week or two ago when, I don't know if I mentioned this back in my previous video, in my previous week though, but my brother and I, we went out to a restaurant with his. Honestly, what happened was during that time was my drink was taking forever since it was a bottle of juice. And they had all like told me, here, take a sip of mine, it's soda, but it's watered down. I had to refuse it because telling them, it's still soda regardless even if it's watered down. Yeah, because believe me, I'm not really making exceptions or excuses. Even my own sister basically said since there's no soda, or no caffeine in Sprite, it's actually not soda, but it's technically classified as a soda regardless. So yeah, I'm not even making that, like I don't do diet soda either. I technically never specific, like, if there's any kind of soda I could drink during this year. I just said without soda this year. And I mean, honestly, it's done a lot of good for me. I just feel better without soda. I mean, the first couple of weeks without soda when I first started this was honestly, like, hard. I was kind of like, ugh, I want it, but I can't have it. I sometimes look at soda and it bothers me, like, ugh, get that out of my face. But now, honestly, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really do that to me anymore. Like, that's how it was for, like, the first month, and kind of a bit of the second, but really after that, that's pretty much the end of it. Now, like, in a way, that's basically how some things when you're craving for something, but you can't have it. That's kind of it is, but as time goes on, you get over it. Because honestly, now I've been off this long without soda, I don't really have those cravings or soda things I used to have, or those getting angry. Because believe me, my relatives buy soda a lot, and when I keep seeing that, I'm like, oh, come on, will you people stop this? You're pissing me off with it. Seriously, there were times that happened. And I've been determined to keep up the water. Now, for some people, how much water I usually drink, honestly, 8 balls per day. Sometimes it's less, though. Now, when it comes to, I don't know if there might be a wasp underneath here. The reason I'm saying this is because, honestly, yeah, I know I just stopped mid-sentence when I was looking behind me, but I heard something buzzing. I have wasp right here, which this is just to be safe, because I do not know how the heck this keeps happening, but there is somehow wasps always keep coming in at least once every few days. I always just use the raid and that works, but the wasp spray is supposed to work way much more better. So yeah. None of them have sting me, thank goodness, but honestly, I think I know how. It might be because of this. There might be still a crack or something in. I'm actually just considering getting rid of my air conditioner since I have a ceiling fan. And not really try to go for using those. But it could just be a fly. Because believe me, I have heard flies sometimes make those buzzing sounds as well when they're flapping their wings. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie to you though, I am actually deeply afraid of wasps. It's just how I've always been. Like, when I see one, no joke, like, I will jump or get backing away from it. And like a couple of weeks ago, when one wasp, this one was like going all crazy. He was zooming all around like a airplane or something, or like a I'm not even making this up. It was like going like a jet, like it was in the army, preparing to attack, and I kept dodging it. I'm surprised I didn't get sting from it. It kept went all around across the room and everything, and I couldn't really spray. And I was going crazy. I was just trying to spray it, and no matter what. And because of that, some of my clothes and sheets got covered in it, so I had to take them off and take them to the laundry. But I did eventually get the wasp. Thank goodness for that. But it did give me an excuse to lift the mattress up and everything because I had to fix the bed frame. I didn't realize it was actually like bent. Nothing's broken or anything. It was just like some piece just came off, denting it. But then I fixed it, and honestly, dang, the bed feels a lot better now. So yeah, that was kind of a good thing. Anyway, also yeah, I pretty much also shave today, which dang, my face looks a lot cleaner. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I turned 18, I slowly didn't really notice it, but until like I was around 19, I started like to lose my hair and everything. Now look, honestly today, I'm not gonna lie to you. Recently my nephews have made up this nickname. They call me Gargamel. And I actually was kind of like offended, because let me be honest, do I look like Gargamel to you? Please tell me I really do not. But no, seriously, like that actually caught me off surprise. They even called some other people Gargamel for having like bald heads like mine. Now, actually, that is something I kind of want to bring up though in a way, because like really, when I was talking about the hair thing, like yeah, like when I was a teenager, I had like a very tiny mustache with very faint hairs, but they never really grew or really anything. It was just something that was there, but it really was never noticeable or even seen until that point. And during that time, I started to lose my hair at the same time, where I just started growing facial hair. Ironic, isn't it? I started losing hair up here, but I started getting hair up around here. Dang. Kind of would like it the other way around. I'm not gonna lie to you, I honestly just don't like facial hair. It's just not me, really. To me, it makes me look younger as well. It also just basically makes my face move, and honestly, I can't really deny, I don't like having hair on my face at all. It just feels itchy at times. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I am actually considering what I want to do with my life. It is to become an author, but also, another thing I would want to do is become a model. And I think what I'm going to be doing is that really, it does take work, but I am going to be shaving my head more often. But it's just kind of annoying to do just shaving my whole head off. And I'm like, ugh. And then it just grows so fast, unless I wax it or something. Although, really, I'm not doing that. I mean, I heard there's all these types of hair creams or whatever that will make your hair just fall out. But yeah, I heard there are some treatments like that, but they stink. And some could just be frauds and everything. Honestly, though, it just is cheaper just to shave it, though, so you don't have to go out of your way just to buy that. But it's just kind of like annoying to make sure you have to make sure all the hairs, even around the ears, are kind of the hardest. So you gotta make sure all behind and everything around it, especially the corners here. Because there have been times I actually forgot. I felt like just long string and I had to poke it out. Dang, that hurt. Or just get the clippers again, redo it again. As for my eyebrows, now it's kind of hard to see unless you look very closely here. I actually do have a scar here. I have this habit to basically jump, and this happened like over like 5 years ago, I think, 5 or 6. Stupid me, I actually just got crazy with the jumping, kind of like with my head. And stupid me, I'm not even making this up. I literally left the pot up. It was like this big black pot that you cook things with, not even on the stove or in the oven. It's basically, I forgot what you call it, but basically it's connected to something else. And what happened was, stupid me, because I knew I should have put it back down. Something told me to put it back down a while back, but I never did. And when I hit my head, I was bleeding right here. I had to go to the hospital late at night. I had to get some stitches, which they were the ones that would fade away over time, that you wouldn't have to come back to undo them. But still, yeah, you can kind of see right here, but because how thick my eyebrows are, like you can tell the difference. I'm not gonna lie to you, my eyebrows are absolutely perfect the way they are. Like, to me, these are like the perfection eyebrows. Nice and thick, not too thick though, not too skinny, and they definitely show good personality. It's just kind of like how my other family members even say with some of my appearance in a way. Like, some of them are a lot jealous with my eyebrows. Some of their eyebrows are either too thick or too skinny to them. They just keep bringing that up to me at times. They even bring it up with my lips. Like, I have full lips and everything, they say, where one is not smaller than the other, and they're not, like, too big, not too small. They're just, like, the perfect size. Like, some relatives all keep commenting about my parts of my face. Eyebrows, lips, even nose, and some are even jealous of my eyes. Because, believe it or not, when it comes to my eyes, which now I'm surprised I'm just talking about my face entirely, I have these grayish blue eyes, and believe me, there's a lot of people that always compliment them, even back when I was in school. But when it comes to my siblings, I'm the youngest, and all three of them were born with blue eyes but turned brown over time, as that's always happened with babies. They are born with blue eyes, but they change their real color over time. And my dad has blue eyes, but they're not like this. They're from my aunt. I inherited my aunt's color eyes. But what happened was during that time is when my dad noticed my eyes did not turn brown, like he was excited, like, yes, finally I have a child with my own eyes. But my mom pretty much brought up the point that me and his eyes, like his eyes are more brighter blue, but still. Anyway, I'm surprised this actually just became behind my face. I was just going to talk about my hair, but dang, and the facial hair part, but then it just came one thing after another. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, these videos are not scripted or anything. I just say whatever comes out of my mouth, and just like sometimes, like, wow, do I really talk like that, or is that really how I speak? Just, wow, man, wow. Or sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, did I really just say that? Anyway, while we still have a bit of time left, because this is almost 15 minutes now, really, it's almost May, which that would be the month of my 10-year on YouTube, and when that, on the day the video comes out, I'm going to pretty much like talk about some things, the future of this channel, as well, even might do some funny reaction videos to my older videos. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. And believe me, I think I'll really kind of like talk about just my journey through YouTube as well, but really, there are still some things I need to consider how I'm going to be doing this. But until then, this is Justin Game 44 signing out. Until then, I'll see you all later. Bye!